it's Baby Cutie Mel back again on my Soapbox channel. Let's give you guys yet another video. And today I'm back again. This is a video that I've been wanting to make for a while, or I've had on my mind to make for a while, but I never really got around to it because either I haven't started it yet, or I felt like, you know, what's the point of talking about it if I haven't really gave myself a chance to see results. But I just started, and I think that it's going to be like a journey. So basically I'll just make a playlist with my IPL journey and share with you guys any results that I feel like I have. So I got this thing called Rose Skin Co. Apparently it's like a knockoff of the Kenzie. When I bought this, I didn't know what the Kenzie was, but basically it's an IPL light. It's not a laser, it's just like a intense, IPL stands for intense pulse light. So basically it just damages your hair follicles so that either your hair grows slower or it doesn't grow back at all. It's a system where you basically use this once a week. It's very important for you to be consistent with it once a week for 12 weeks straight, they say, and then you should be able to have like pretty much the result that you're going to have, or you know, you can continue, in which is probably what I'll do. I'll probably just continue until I'm satisfied. So it's a long game for me. I started using this last week. I just did my second treatment like yesterday. I'm supposed to do it on Mondays, but they say once you get started, you can do it like every 5 days. There's people who I see do it every 5 days, so I'll probably be one of those people just because the summer is coming and I want to get more treatments in before, you know, obviously I'm not going to rush the process. You're not supposed to do it too much, but I do want to get that bikini line cracking. A lot of the videos that I watched, people stayed away from the bikini line because it is a more sensitive area. But for me, like, I really bought this with my bikini area in mind because I never, my thing is, I also, you guys know I have a lingerie line, and sometimes it's just like I won't feel like shooting for my brand if I feel like, dang, I gotta freaking wax, or I need to, you know, shave, and I don't like to shave because my skin is sensitive. And even with waxing, even with sugar waxing, it depends. Sugar waxing, I get better results, but even when I do like a wax, I just feel that like my skin is just a little bit, it's more sensitive than the average skin. So it's just like I wanted to find something for me that's like a happy medium. The only thing I don't like about this is that it does require me to shave once a week. So basically you're supposed to shave once a week so that like the lasers can get more into your pores. Well, the lights can get more into your pores, and it's more effective if you do it. So I just been biting the bullet on that. Also, as a Black woman, I personally don't like to shave because I feel like it encourages like hyperpigmentation. So it's just like that's when, you know, if you accidentally cut yourself, or you know, or basically, yeah, if you're shaving, you accidentally cut yourself or something, or you end up getting like an ingrown hair and you have to like dig it out or something like that, we are more prone to having like darker scarring. But so far, I feel like that doesn't really happen when you shave consistently. I'm not really like a consistent shaving person, but just the fact that you have to do this weekly, it makes you pay more attention to the area, which prevents, you know, any ingrowns and stuff like that, because like you're constantly like looking down there, you're exfoliating when you're shaving, and you're moisturizing. I like to moisturize after I shave, so it's just like giving that area a little bit more love and care. My goal, my main goal by the end of the 12 weeks is to mostly just have my bikini line completely clean, if not like just pretty much almost next to perfect, so where the hair doesn't grow back at all, pretty much for my bikini line and surrounding areas. Like that is the most part. So like my inner thigh area and my bikini line is my main T right now. However, I want the Brazilian. Even not, honestly, not like the full Brazilian, because I don't see myself, honestly, I don't know, maybe I might, it's just a light, but it does, the thing about it is like you're not supposed to put this on any wet areas or anything like that. Like the skin has to be completely dry, and I just feel like it could probably get tricky trying to get the hair like in the lips and stuff like that, and I just know how sensitive like the surrounding area is, so I don't know how much it would hurt to try to get like inside of the lips and stuff like that. If that's TMI, then whatever, but you know, that's my goal, is to not have to get waxing and not have to get like and not have to shave really. you know. And if I do shave, it won't be a big deal because of the fact that the hair is so either thin there or it's so patchy that it's only a few things for me to clean up, which I feel like is great. So far I have only gotten to level 2. They suggest that you start like with 1 on your first week, so I followed instructions and I did that just because I also wanted to just get a feel of what it actually felt like. Does it hurt? And for me, it doesn't really hurt, but there are moments where it could just feel a little bit heated. But I'm used to stuff like that because I get laser facials, I do thermage and stuff. Speaking of that, I have my second treatment for that coming up literally the first week of May. I think it's on the 3rd. And those things hurt. I mean, well, the facials don't really hurt. The laser facials don't really hurt, but it's just like there are moments where you could feel like your skin being burned by the lasers, like, you know, especially if you're doing like a deep treatment. And for sure with thermage is not the most comfortable thing, but that's like intense laser. So for this, it's like a happy medium. It's not as mild as a laser facial, but it can be. Sometimes you can't feel it at all, depending on the setting. Like, and the spot that you put it on, depending on where you put it at, you can barely even feel it. It just feels like a little pop, pop, pop. But if it's like in a very sensitive area, like my inner thighs, like I can feel even like the 2 settings. So, cause I raised it up to the 2nd setting this time around, and it felt a little bit more spicy. But I felt like on my legs and stuff like that, I probably would be able to handle like a 4 or a 5. One thing to note about this product and products that are like this, you have to be careful. It's not a product for everyone because basically what this does, it targets like the pigment and the melanin in your hair. So like if you don't have dark hair, this might not be as effective for you because it might have problems finding like where the hair follicles are if you don't have like pigmented hair. And also if you're of like the darkest pigment, if you were like a more dark-skinned woman, you might not be able to use this because for the same reason, because your skin is more melanated, it might have problems like finding the actual hair follicles, so it might not be as effective. So in those cases, I guess those would be the times where you probably would need to go in to do like laser hair removal if you wanted to try that. They do come with great instruction manuals that will show you the different ranges of skin, and it tells you like who should use it and who doesn't. For me personally, I watched a couple of these videos before I made it, and I recognized that, you know, Kenzie is a little bit more expensive, but after looking at the model, like they're pretty much the exact same. So it's just like Kenzie's are about like $300. If you want to get a Kenzie, just look on some of these influencers who have sponsored videos, and typically they will have like a coupon code or something where you could get it down to about like $170 or whatever US dollars. This right here, I believe, was only about, and I think I had a coupon, so I think I got this for like around $115. I think that originally it was like about $175, $160. So basically what you would get, the price you would get for a Kenzie if you get a discount code that's good enough. But to me, it's all the same. It's the same thing. Pretty much after anything comes out that is proven to be successful and useful, people will basically get the same exact model and just stick their logo on it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, don't feel like it's not gonna work if you don't get a Kenzie. I'm sure that this one will work just fine. I'm not going to really, I don't really have many results to show you guys because literally it's only the 2nd week and they ask you to go 12. So obviously I'm not even halfway there, but I plan to continue and just use this as my everyday, not everyday, but you know, weekly maintenance type vibe. Like I said, my main things that I have been working on so far is just like my underarms. Honestly, I don't have a problem with my underarms. My underarms never get any hyperpigmentation. I don't have any issues when I do have to shave my underarms. My underarms are just totally fine, but it's just like, I am someone, I enjoy beauty, but I also enjoy beauty that like I can indulge in that's like a means to an end, if you know what I mean. Like when I get my hair done, like for instance, I get my hair done, I like getting my hair done, it feels good, but I more so get my hair done so that it's like I can look nice every day without having to do too much. Like, you know, if I decide to spend money on braids, it's because like, oh, I want to get up and go every day and not have to spend a lot of time on it. Like if I go on vacation or something, I don't want to be trying to do my hair and wash it and blow dry it and all that stuff. I do things that I feel like are functional. I do functional beauty things. So it's just like, at one point I was doing the waxes because I just felt like they looked the best. I felt the most confident. You guys know that I used to do OnlyFans, so it's just like, all right, I would get that out the way, shoot all my content and stuff like that. But it really was like a maintenance thing, and it's just like, dang, like sometimes even sugar waxing can be up to $70 or more per session, especially if you want to just get a Brazilian. So like I said, I'm a Brazilian girl. That's what I'm going for. It's just like less hair in that area, so that if I do decide to get a wax, or if I wax myself, you guys, if you are subscribed to me, you guys know I have a couple wax videos. I know how to get the job done on my own if I have to. So just making it an easier process is my goal with this situation. So basically, yes, my hoo-ha is something that I will be doing every single week. There's a lot of girls who can't handle it, and they have been less consistent because they realize that it's a little bit more spicy. But if you're interested in my journey and want similar results to me, and you're mostly getting this for your bikini area, so that like in the summers, you don't have to worry about constantly cutting and getting any razor bumps or anything and like trying to hide it at the pool, that shit is out. Okay, or if you just have sensitive skin and you want to do something that is more, you know, comfortable for you. My next thing will be like, I honestly should just do it all at the same time, but to be honest, it's just like, I don't know, I have the time to do it, but my legs just are not as a high priority as my bikini area. So, but next I'll do my legs, or at least like the bottom half of my legs, because I do have hair that grows here. And I'll just show you guys what it looks like. I shaved like, what, a couple weeks ago, or like a week or so ago. I don't feel like I really have that much problem with my hair, but I will go ahead, because I do wear a lot of dresses and stuff on the regular, so I will probably start sometime this week when I feel like it, next time I get in the bath or something, because they say you get a better shave in the bath. So I'm going to start getting me some bath products and stuff, and like just shaving in there, taking my time with my shaving routine each week until literally I don't have to shave at all. Yeah, so that's my course of action. If you guys are interested in this product, go ahead and look up Rose Skin Co., but I'm sure there are plenty of other brands that are just as good, that are in the same range. Here's the thing, yeah, it might cost $100. Please don't be one of those people who be like, oh my gosh, it's $100, because when you really think about it, like over a course of buying shaving, you know, stuff all year or whatever, you probably spend over $100. Like, let's just be real. Or it's probably about the same price as if you just invested in one thing that is going to eventually, you know, either eliminate your need for razors, or you'll just have to shave, so you probably won't have to shave at all. You know, they say after you get your full results at 12 weeks that you can go 2-3 months without needing to shave, and then you could just do touch-ups and stuff when you feel like you need it. So this is something that you can invest in for life, you know. And even if this was to break or something like that, I would buy another one, because it's a good deal. And this is something that you can also use in your face. So I don't have much facial hair because I'm a woman. However, it does work like on your chin. If you get, I get little chinnies down here sometimes, so I've been using it here. They say just don't use it above the eyes, because they don't want you to obviously blind yourself with the lights. You're not supposed to look into the light. That's very important. Just make sure, I believe that all of you guys are very intelligent, so just make sure that you read the instructions. Typically, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a person who doesn't read instructions because I'm impatient half the time. So it's just like, I know what to do. That's my attitude with most things. Like, I got this. It can't be that hard. But I did take the time to read the instructions with this, because when not used correctly, you can damage your skin, damage your eyesight, things like that. Anything that has to do with lasers and stuff, you just want to read it just to be safe. So I did do that. I think that's all I have to say about this product. If you guys want to see how it works, I'm probably not going to do a demo in this video. But basically, it comes with this little thing. You have to plug it in, which a lot of people prefer the plug-in, because it's just like You don't want to be in the middle of like a session and then like be like, oh, it died, you know, dang, now this time that I set aside for myself, now I have to charge this for 30 minutes and then continue. Like, you plug it in, it's a very long cord, so it's just like, it's not gonna stop you from reaching any areas. Literally, you could just do it on your bed. Some people do it in their room. I do this in my bathroom, but when I do my legs, I might do it right where I'm sitting right now. Like after I get done shaving, I might watch some Netflix or something like that and just decide to go through and click it. It's just a button. Oh yeah, last thing that I will say, like I said, it has settings, so it's just like the Kenzie. You could do like 1 through 5. So when you start out, you want to start with a 1 and then just gradually over the weeks go kind of just experiment to see, you know, what you can handle, because obviously the higher you can go, the better your results are going to be. And I was watching another video, depending on how dark your skin is, you want to go a less setting, they say. So just do your research, but IPO is a great option for at-home hair removal. This is not a sponsored video. This is just me sharing my beauty, things that I like, because it's something that is important to me. It's something that I prioritize in my life. I prioritize taking care of myself. I do laser facials. Like, if this wasn't around, I was actually thinking, and this is probably why it popped up on my IG ads, because you know they probably listen to everything that we say, everything that we do, anything that we look up. So I was looking into doing laser hair removal for the same areas. Like basically my main tea was gonna be getting this bikini, and you know, I still might do it because you can literally use these both simultaneously. Like if anything, you could go, if you just have the money to do it, how I would probably do it is I would just go ahead and get the, like if it's pressing for you. For me, it's not pressing. I feel like I have enough time until summer to get results. So it's just like, this is a cheaper option. But if you just got it like that, like I would go ahead and go and do the laser treatments, and then like in between use this, because I feel like it would just aid the process. Because it does come with instructions, like if you do get laser hair treatments, you can also use this at the same time. You just have to read and see when. So yeah, I still might do it, shit. If I feel like, you know, I want to take it a step further, or I feel like it's not working, I still might invest in laser hair removal for my bikini line, and like can just use this for like my legs. People get a lot of good results for their legs and underarms with these products. So, you know, I'm all about doing it in a way that feels good for me, because I'm going to prioritize myself, and I'm going to do what I feel like is necessary for me to be my best self. And same thing with like the lasers. Like I was going to go to Laser Wave for the laser facial. They have something called Clear and Brilliant, which is really good for the skin. But also there's other options. Like I told you guys, I go to Skin Laundry, and basically they give you like a membership for $200 for the month. And you go like twice a month, and you're able to get different kinds of laser facials. So I've been getting the Signature, which is more targeted to deep penetration, collagen re-stimulation, just to keep my skin nice and beautiful. I'm about preventative. So for me, a lot of the things that I do is to prevent me from needing things like fillers and stuff like that for as long as possible. I'm definitely, when I get older and I feel like I need it, I'm definitely not opposed to fucking getting fillers and things like that. But I feel like I have a really good skin routine. Things like that became really important to me once I started getting closer to like my mid 20s. I think I was like 24, 25 when I really started to care about my skin routine. It was just something that instinctually I'm just like, you know what, I want to take care of myself. I've always been an active person, so I've never really been, besides when I was pregnant, I never really have been at a weight that I didn't want to be. There was a time where I experimented with myself to see if I could gain more weight, because I've always been like a skinny mini. So I'm just like, oh, I want to see what it would be like if I weighed 140, and I did that. And I was like a little thick for a minute, but I just felt like it rounded out my face in a way that I didn't like. And obviously I don't mind, like I love when I have like thicker thighs or whatever, and like my hips and stuff. But for me, it's also about making sure that I can do that while my stomach is flat, okay? I'm not trying to have a little pudge down there and to have extra thighs and booty, but that's besides the point. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're someone who cares about your beauty, I feel like things like this are good because it just prevents a lot of things. Like for me, this will prevent me having to worry about irritation in my bikini line in the event that I book a modeling gig or something like that, and you know, it's last minute and they want bikini shots, but I don't want to personally put my skin at jeopardy because this has happened. Like literally the last music video that I got casted for this music video, and you know, they were asking us to do a bikini scene. Luckily, you know, I have covers and stuff like that, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this shit and I'm not gonna shave. I'm not gonna shave down there because I do not want to deal with any razor bumps or any irritation. There's not enough time for me to book a wax, and yeah, so I was just kind of in a strap situation. But I'm just like, things like this will prevent me from even needing to worry about that, because it's just like, even if I did need to shave, it'd probably be like, what, 2 little patches, boop boop, handled, done, you know, no irritation, you know. And this also, when the hair stops growing back, it helps prevent like that hyperpigmentation too, and it like shrinks the pores that like produce the hair. So it's just gonna be like a more smooth, even appearance that I feel like I'm going to enjoy. And yeah, that's pretty much my full review so far. I will keep you guys posted. I will take pictures. The next time I do this, I'm going to put it on my calendar to take pictures, and I will save those pictures probably to my computer so I don't have to worry about having space on my phone, and I will put the progression week to week for myself and for you guys. I'll probably do it with my underarms because obviously I'm not going to do my bikini area. I could, but it's just like, no. I'll do my underarms for you guys, and then you guys can see, if you're not sold yet, if this is a product for you. All right, guys, until next time, I'm going to probably take a nap because I'm used to waking up early at this point because my son just started going back to school, so I've been waking up at 6:45. So sleeping in for me is difficult. I get tired early and I go to bed early and I wake up early. So probably gonna take a nap, and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, stay posh and stay cute. Make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe if you like this kind of content. As always, I keep saying that, but as always, stay cute and stay posh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.